Alexa, play the Parati of the Caraboon team, please. Thank you. Alexa, skip.
It's like when you order the Pirates of the Caribbean CD off Wish.
Yar.
Yar. Right, so before we get into the episode, hello and welcome to another session of Campfire Companions. We hope you are all enjoying the sessions thus far. In the previous session, as the Nine Hells continued on their daring quest to find Acererak's phylactory, they were guided by the god Nobanian, the deity of the Gulfamere Forest, to a statue of Malar, where the god implied that if any artifact of any evil would be in its domain, it would be there. The party swiftly found the statue, after encountering Nobanian, in a clearing that was untouched by the blast from the Shining Citadel. Soon, the party noticed that one of the arms on the statue moved at the presence of weight upon it. After butchering an animal and trying various different techniques, they found the right weight the arm needed to hold for the statue to move, revealing a secret entrance to a Malar crypt below. They found themselves stuck in front of another puzzle, swiftly after, a sequence of 4 letters on moving plates with a button in the centre. The party finally vanquished the mighty puzzle before moving to the heart of the hideout, the vault room where, expecting to find the expecting to find the phylactory they sought to destroy. They were met with disappointment as the vault was empty. We rejoin the party as they continue to search the other rooms, which has taken them down into a crevice where giant spiders descend upon the party. And with that, we'll be starting off this session with initiative.
Oh yes, here we go. Fighting time.
Spiders haven't done well at all. Right, Fiddle.
I got an 18.
An 18. Gregory.
19.
19. John Claude.
8.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh no, Belladonna's in the initiative.
Yeah, she is. She has like 2 hit points.
So.
Madame, I think you should go and hide immediately. You're very soft and squishy.
I can go.
Okay. So as you're in this cave and casting your mind back, because obviously we would have recorded it last session, it's very dark down here, and someone was casting light. I think it was a magical light. I think Fiddle had a lantern that he conjured.
Yeah, I conjured a lantern and handed it to Gregory.
Yes. So how long does the lantern last for?
An hour, I think, is anything that I create. But I can redo it at will. Yeah, it takes an action, so.
Okay, I'll say it'd be about 30-40 minutes, with taking into account like the puzzle door and like in-game time. I say that would have taken you roughly a while because you were stuck on it for a while. So you still got a decent amount of time, but Gregory, just keep that in mind. You have a lantern in one hand as well as a sword in the other. Right, so there we go. Recording in progress. Such a sexy voice. Right.
Oh, he's talking about himself again. really gotta rein this in.
I'm worried about how much time he's spending with his computer.
Should worry about. I've got nothing to say. Right, up on initiative first is Gregory Weisenhorn. What are you doing? You've had 4 spiders that have just dropped down from the ceiling and all landed in front of you in this small space.
And I can see them okay, yeah? With my lantern.
Yes, with your lantern. I believe it's one of those, I think Fiddle described it as like a folding hooded one, so I assume you would have taken the hood off so it's illuminating the area. If you had the hood on, it would be very much directional, which would make it a bit more difficult.
Okay. I have a better idea. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cast Daylight.
Okay. Read me the wording.
A 60-foot radius sphere of light spreads out from the point you choose within range. The sphere is bright light and sheds dim light for an additional 60 feet. If you choose a point on an object you are holding or one that isn't being worn or carried, the light shines from the object and moves with it, completely covering the affected objects with an opaque object such as a bowler helm blocks the light. If any of the spell's area overlaps with the area of darkness created by a spell of 3rd level or lower, the spell that created the darkness is dispelled.
Okay. What's the range on it? Is it touch or is it there's a range to it as well?
Range is 60 feet, so I can cast it.
60 feet.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So where would you like to cast it then, Gregory?
Let's have a look at the room. It doesn't say it has to be attached to anything, so I can just kind of make it hover in the center of the room.
Yeah, if it doesn't say. So it says you can attach it, but you don't have to.
I don't have to.
Is
So
that the right thing?
Yeah, it can just be a hovering ball of light, it looks like.
Okay, cool. So just right in the center of the kind of crevice. Okay. With 60 feet, that doesn't do this. Bear with me with this, because again, I'm still trying to figure out how to do all this now, because they've changed everything. Okay, hopefully that works. Looks a bit ugly, but it does the job. So, you see Gregory activates the Amulet of Helm around this necklace, and you see this daylight spell emits in the room, and you see all the spiders start squealing and start recoiling back as the light seems to be affecting their sight. And as you get a good look at the room, you can see up in the ceiling there's webs that are covering every surface in this area, and there are multiple humanoids all wrapped up in web that dangle from different points. And up in the ceiling you can see this gigantic almost Black Widow-like spider right at the very top, loitering over.
Oh, I hate
so
that.
just keep that in mind.
Hate that.
Interesting.
Yeah, so that's my action done. So what I'll do now is I use a bonus action and I shall cast Shield of Faith.
Okay, so you cast Shield of Faith on yourself?
Yeah, I can only do that level 1. I can't
one of
do it
those-
level higher. That's fine, yeah.
Yeah, one of them will need to be a cantrip.
Yeah,
If you're going to
that's
cast
Shield of
2
Faith.
spells in one go.
Yeah, well, it's a bonus action.
Should- Yeah.
Oh,
but
no,
you
that's
say
a good
if
point.
it's
Oh.
Yeah. If one of your spells is an action and one of them's a bonus action, then the action one
Yes.
needs to be like a cantrip. You can't cast
So you
2
can't
spells.
cast two leveled spells in a turn. That's
Okay.
one of the things that stops wizards from like spamming loads of high level spells. You can either cast, you can cast a spell and a cantrip on one turn, but you can't cast 2 spells. It's one of the blockers. So your action and bonus action, you can cast a cantrip as your action and then a spell as a bonus action, or vice versa, but you can't cast 2 spells.
Okay, then I'll use Vow of Enmity and I'll put it on the closest spider to me.
Yeah, this is the other thing as well. I can't get the names to pop up yet. I'm sure there is a thing. If I'm missing it, I'm sorry. But yeah, giant spider free.
Nice.
Vow of Enmity. So what does Vow of Enmity do?
You can choose a creature you can see within 10 feet of you and gain advantage on attack rolls against it for 1 minute or until it drops to 0 HP and falls unconscious.
Fantastic.
Very nice.
Okay, so you see this holy aura emit around giant spider free in front of you. Okay, is that the end of your turn, Gregory?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Right, Fiddle, you are up.
I am up. Okay. So, how will you decide a fireball works in this confined space. Have I got enough space above me to cast a fireball?
So there's 60 feet above you. That's where this spider is. I should mark that down.
Very nice. Okay.
So
Okay,
60 feet above.
And he is 60 feet up.
So giant spider's in the middle of the cavern opening, and yeah, 60 feet up with all these webs up. And it's a she, Spider Queen.
Spider Queen. That is fair. My bad.
She's got a crown on her head.
Be a male queen.
It's a drag queen.
So yes, I would like to cast fireball. Let's figure out. Do I want to get all 4 of those guys, or do I want to get the Spider Queen? That's the question. I think I want to get all 4 of those guys, please.
Okay, and the radius on...
It's a 20-foot radius circle, so 40 feet all the way across, but I'm going to put it up in the air so that the sphere only just like comes down and clips them. Does that make sense?
Okay.
You know, if you had the sphere like on their level, it would be 40 feet out. If you then started moving it up, the actual sphere on our plane would get smaller and smaller.
Yeah, so it's just trying to work out the sphere.
Yeah.
I think
if there's anything up to 40 feet above them.
Should avoid you lot. Yeah, I'm just trying to work out the threshold for hitting you. I think it probably makes sense that it would just hit them.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, there is some argument to the fact that it wouldn't be wide enough to like fit in, so it might spread upwards and slightly more downwards. But
yeah, well, I think this is the argument with magical fire.
Right?
Yeah,
yeah.
Because I think what settled the argument for me was you can cast magic underwater, because a firebolt underwater doesn't work the same as just chucking like a torch underwater. Like a firebolt would hit its target because it's magical.
Yeah, that's fair.
So
no, I do quite like that if you know, say if I'd cast fireball in the corridor as we came through here, even if I cast it like 40 feet away from us, the fireball spell description says like it spreads around corners, and I think that sort of to me implies that there is that much amount of fire and it's got to go somewhere, so it will like spread out like down a corridor, say. But that's only if you're in really tight spaces. The fact that we have 60 feet of space above us should mean that I can cast it in a way that, you know, doesn't get us.
It's a good point with that description actually.
Yeah.
I think with that then. I will change my mind on that, but it's not going to hit all of you. I'll say just the closest one, which is Gregory. I'll have you roll me a dex save and throw. The threshold's not very high though. It's just to make sure to avoid getting like
Very
the
nice.
afterburn, sort of, if that makes sense.
Very nice. I like that.
Okay, so dex save and throws from the giant spiders.
Gotta be dex 21.
21, and then yeah, Gregory, for yours it's DC 8.
Okay, 16. Yeah, I just kind of hold my shield up in front of the blast.
Yeah, so you managed to not get recoiled back by the impact.
Nice. And as that happens, I go, "Ooh, did I get you?"
I'm okay.
Okay, good. Sorry.
18, 20.
I've lost an eyebrow.
This one's for Gregory's eyebrow.
Well, if you cause the whatever. Okay, giant spider 3 succeeded. The rest failed.
Nice, beautiful. Ah, that was lots of ones. 19 damage.
19 damage.
And then half of it on the other guy.
So 9 damage for giant spider 3, which is the one with Vow of Enmity on it. Okay, so you launch the fireball up, and all the spiders in front of you start squirming, letting out a high-pitched shriek as they catch a flame. They're all still up, but 3 of them are quite heavily damaged now. Okay, is there anything else you're doing with your turn, Fiddle?
No, I think that might be it. Yep, that's all, cheers.
Okay, no worries. John Claude, you're up.
I would like to cast Hunter's Mark On the queen, please.
On the Yas Queen. No worries.
Yes, queen, please. Sorry, I'm just trying to find where I keep my
Okay.
quiver.
Right, I'm just going to add the Spider Queen to the initiative thing just so I can add the stats on, but it's not in initiative so far, but I'm just sort of pre-rolling ahead of time.
What rubbish role playing so far? Bleh, 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 bleh. All right, okay. Let's go with 3 shots then. So,
Okay.
you know.
So first one going for Giant Spider 3, I assume?
Yep.
Alright, roll me to hit.
33, not 20.
Natural 20.
Yeah,
Yep, that definitely hits. Why don't you say nat 20 instead of 33?
because it's bigger.
And he
Fair
rolled
enough.
2 2s on his 2d8.
Oh, my
Nat 20
God.
is the
Bit
highest you
rubbish.
can get, though. So yeah, roll your dice, double it, add your modifiers.
12.
Was that 12 points of damage?
Yeah.
That's total, is it?
Yep.
Sad.
Okay.
Again.
No worries, yeah, that one's still up, but it's recoiled back as this one punches into its torso, and it seems
So
to be on
same
death's
again,
doors.
please.
I believe you
26.
mean abdomen, actually, Ollie, because it's a spider and does not, in fact, have an abdomen. Shit,
Shut
I
your
mean
face.
torso. It does. it does have an abdomen.
Yeah. Yep, that hits. Roll damage.
10.
10 points of damage. That one goes down.
Nice.
Gregory, are you able to move your Vow of Enmity, or does it just
I'm-
drop
I'm
after?
Yes.
Nice.
Fairly sure.
I
it's
got
supposed
another
to-
nat 20.
You got another
Let's
nat
have a
20.
look. I'll read the little rules. Read the rules.
Another natural 20. Fucking hell.
That's better. 23 damage, please.
For which one?
The one, whichever is it within 5 feet. So the one
there's-
just behind it.
Yeah, that one. Giant Spider
Yeah.
4.
Yeah.
That one goes down as well. So you see
Beautiful.
JC Legolas style just kind of launch 2 arrows simultaneously, and yeah, one goes down and then the one behind it like drops to the floor as well.
And no, it doesn't say anything about it moving.
Okay, so Vow of Enmity drops.
Cool.
JC, you got one more shot left.
No, I don't.
No, he doesn't. He did his nat 20, then he did something else, and then another nat 20.
Yeah,
Yes,
I only
yeah.
get
So
three.
He's fired his 3.
okay, no worries. So that's the end of your turn, JC.
We.
Okay, Belladonna's turn. She's like looking around. She's like, so are you wanting me to crawl back up, to the room, or do you want me to help? I can help.
Just stay here. It's fine.
I've got spells. I can cast spells. You know.
Save it for the queen. Just like ready in action or something.
For the what?
And, for the there's a giant spider queen.
The Yas Queen.
Oh,
Okay, yeah.
My
she's like,
immersion
"Alright."
is ruined.
It's ruined everything. Okay, so Belladonna, she is going to, she's got a short bow, so she's like, do you want me to shoot it now, or do you want me to hold my action and wait for it to come down?
Oh well, if you have a bow, then
It's up
just
to you! Stop asking
Yeah.
questions, Belladonna, we're fighting!
Well, and she
Go-
just kind
go
of
for-
like,
no,
as,
no,
as
no,
soon
no,
as
but-
Fiddle turns
just-
around,
but-
she just launches an arrow at the queen. She got intimidated.
no. I said no. You never listen to me, God. All the time, you choose to ignore me.
What do you mean? You didn't decide.
You should obviously choose to listen to me.
All right, both of you roll me a persuasion check.
No,
Nice,
forget
I
it.
like it.
JC persuasion, Fiddle intimidation.
What about
Okay.
Gregory for just being annoyed?
Wait, what are you rolling?
I'm rolling intimidation.
And I'm rolling persuasion.
Gregory's just like I'm
Great.
massaging his
Nice.
nose.
15.
So he's got 4 giant spiders.
Fantastic. 4.
One is
Just
terribly
got
dead,
it.
isn't it?
Okay, so that's a 15 for Fiddle. JC, what'd you get?
4.
I'll let you roll with advantage because you've got that.
It's fine, don't worry about it. Let's just move on.
Alright.
Enter the queen into combat. She shoots it.
She shoots at the queen for a 9 to hit, which doesn't hit. So
Turn
she...
back
Queen
to
doesn't even notice.
she-
Turn back to
she-
Belladonna and go, what? Not at the queen! Don't enter into combat! Fuck's sake, Belladonna!
I'm sorry, and she just starts like backing up, but she doesn't crawl through because that's like it's about like 10 feet up, so you got to climb up to crawl through it.
Don't run away, you coward!
I'm sorry. So that's gonna be Belladonna's turn because yeah, she doesn't have 2 attacks, and you haven't taken a long rest yet, so she doesn't have a bardic inspiration back. So Giant Spider 1's turn. It's gonna be this one. Is going to gonna do a range attack on Gregory, and it's going to shoot a web at you. It's going to be a 19 to hit. All right, so you see this
nice.
web get launched at you, and you duck just underneath, and it sticks up on the wall behind you. And starts moving to the side over here. Giant Spider 2's turn is going to run up and try and bite you. That's going to be a 20 to hit.
Doesn't hit.
Alright, so it goes to bite, and with your shield you manage to bash it back off. As yeah, it doesn't sink its pincers into you. Roll around to top of initiative. Thanks to Belladonna. Spider Queen starts descending.
At a rate of 2 feet per round.
40 feet, so it will move down 20 feet.
Doesn't hit.
Sorry, 40 feet from its web. As it starts kind of like descending down on one like really thick piece of web that's holding its body up. And
But the arrow didn't hit, so the queen didn't notice.
sure, no, it didn't notice like the huge just light that just emitted into the cave, which is like sending its eyes, followed by the fireball.
I have no idea how does my work. I think Oliver runs it that if you cast it on somebody, they notice and instantly get mad at you.
Right, so the Spider Queen lands, it decides to use this action to dash, and it's going to come up behind this spider, but it's going to move around here, using it as completely covered. Gregory, you're up.
I'm going to attack the spider that attacked me.
Okay, roll me to hit.
Black Razor. Yeah. There's an 18 hit.
And 18 definitely hits.
Nice. That'll be 15 points of damage plus
Damage.
1 radiant damage. 16 damage total.
All right.
On the first attack.
That spider goes down as you carve through it, like butter.
Yeah, I gotta just swipe it in half.
Yep.
Yeah.
Black blood
Yeah.
oozes everywhere. Collapses to the ground.
Right, now I have to deal with the queen. For the record, I find this disgusting. Huzzah! As I charge the queen.
Okay. So you charge at the queen. Roll me to hit.
Yeah. 2 seconds. I want to put. I would like to cast my only 4th level spell slot.
Ooh.
I hope it works. I'll use Staggering Smite.
Okay. Right. Roll me to hit.
There's a 29 hit, Ollie.
29 definitely hits.
Perfect. So that'll be 14 damage plus. Okay. So that'll be plus 17 damage for Staggering Smite.
Okay.
Then plus the additional just 1d8 damage that I get for Radiant. Then plus an additional 7
That's an additional
Uh,
7.
Yeah, it now has to make a Wisdom 16 save. So the next time you hit a creature with a melee weapon attack during this spell's duration, your weapon pierces both body and mind, and the attack deals an extra 4d6 psychic damage to the target. The target must make a Wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, it has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks, and can't take reactions until the end of its next turn.
Okay. It rolled a natural 19 with +4, which is a 23.
Okay, it saves. Cool. But it's still very damaged. So 14 plus 17 plus 7.
Yeah. So you strike up Gregory, and you see that kind of holy energy just burst out from Black Razor as he slices up once more. And Gregory, as your sword hits, it pierces the skin well, but you see it's heavily armoured compared to the rest of the spiders, and very much more built up, and a little bit more of a green tinge to its skin than the rest. Is that the end of your turn?
I believe that is all of my actions done.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Fiddle, you're up.
I am up, hey? Alrighty then. I'm going to let Gregory and JC keep firing at that one. I'm going to fire a firebolt at Giant Spider number 1, please.
Okay. Roll me to hit.
Now there's a 24 to hit.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
And 14 points of damage.
Okay. Yeah, you launch a firebolt and it singes the spider to a crisp and falls onto its back and curls up into a ball.
Very nice. I got one.
See, Belladonna's like, yeah, go Fiddle.
Cheers.
Pulls out a harp. She's like, ding, 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 ding. Is that the end of your turn, Fiddle?
Yeah, I think so. Thanks.
Okay, JC, you're up.
I would like to shoot 2 arrows at the Spider Queen, please.
Okay, you certainly can.
Score 22 to hit.
22 definitely hits.
Yee, boy. 10 plus 14 damage, please.
14 points of damage.
Followed by sad 15 to hit.
15 just hits.
No way.
Very nice. So do you have, whatever it's called, do you have, like a sharpshooter or not? Did we decide that?
21 damage, please.
Well, I hope you do, because we've been running it as JC has.
So you should be able to do like the -10 to hit, or -5 to hit or something, and you add 10 to your damage. Which for fights like this, you should
I
definitely
can
be
do
doing.
that.
Yeah, for fights like this, you should definitely be doing.
I didn't realise the AC was so low.
No, yeah, that is fair. That is fair. It's always a bit of a...
I mean,
right?
so high.
So high. Big, scary...
Big, scary...
DM's monster.
Oh, I'm terrified of the spider. I don't know how we'll ever defeat it. It's unfair, if I say.
Too unfair.
This is where I'll pull out legendary actions now.
Please don't. Ollie. It's horrifying.
Taunting
We
me.
may have sounded sarcastic, but we're not.
Really,
Okay,
really,
is that
really
the end of your turn,
scary.
JC?
Yeah, I have a funny feeling it's going to be my last as well.
Yeah, I still got a lot of HP.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
It's all of a sudden found 400 extra HP since last go.
Belladonna's turn. She's got a short bow ready, and she's like, JC, so you don't want me to shoot it now? Or, like, what, do you want me to just stand back?
Go on, shoot it. It's cool.
Have you got any
Not-
spells or anything? You'd be doing spells right now.
Yeah,
Would be nice.
you
I did-
said you had spells, and then I agreed to let you help, and then you pulled out your bow, and then shot the other thing.
Oh, well, I've got, sorry, I've got Shatter. I can do Shatter. Do you want me to do Shatter?
Well, then do it.
Oh,
yeah,
all
go
right.
on.
And she just... and she throws her fingers out, and you see this ball of electronic energy just bursts out from behind the spider. 10-foot radius, so she'll center it away from Gregory. Constitution saving throw from the Spider Queen. It fails. So that is, what is it? 3d8. Four. 8 points of thunder damage.
Rock and roll. Keep up the good work.
She's like, yeah. How'd you like me now? See, I pull my weight in this. Yeah, she's just gonna stay where she is. Okay, right. Back up to the top of the round. It's the Spider Queen's turn. Spider Queen, seeing Gregory in front of it, is going to make 3 attacks, 2 bite attacks, and 1 stinger attack. Right, the first one is going to be a 28 to hit Gregory.
28 hits.
The second one is going to be a 16 to hit.
Does not hit.
And
Very
then
nice.
the stinger is going to be a 24 to hit.
24 hits.
Okay.
Damn, so close.
Yes. But I would like to use one of my martial adept thingies.
Okay.
And use the parry.
Very nice.
Okay. So, read me what that does again.
2 seconds.
Get to roll your dice and like minus it from the damage, I think, with parry.
Yeah. Oh wait, I don't think I picked that one up when I was doing the old martial adept stuff. I didn't know I put
dear.
that one on.
Rubbish.
I'd like
So
to
I meant
parry.
to put it on.
I don't know how.
No, I know how
I
to
would
parry,
just
I
really like to.
I forgot to pick it from the list.
Gregory doesn't know how to parry.
It's got martial adept and it's like, oh, no action. I was like, oh, what? 2 seconds.
It's just cool to say.
Beats. Parry, there we go. When another creature damages you with a melee attack, you can use your reaction and expend 1 superiority die. Reduce the damage by the number you roll on the superiority die, which is just a d6 plus 0.
Okay. So, yeah, just roll your dice and then you can mark it off at the end. The 1 bite attack, that hit, is going to be 10 piercing.
Okay, I'll okay, I rolled the other one.
And then 2 poison on top of that.
Okay, I'll reduce the piercing by 3, so 7 piercing.
Okay, so that's 9 damage in total. Oh, did that on the wrong one. And then for the stinger attack, it's going to be 10 points of piercing. And I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Constitution saving, so you got it, boss.
Boss.
That's a nat 20.
All
25.
right. So you feel this, you manage to parry 1 bite attack away, and then the other one sinks into your shoulder, and as you do, you don't notice as it brings its stinger around to pierce into your thigh. And as it does, you start feeling it pump this liquid into your veins. But with your innate holy energy and your resistance to disease, you manage to take out the pincer quickly, and with your own will and fortitude, resist the paralysing effect that it would have had on you. As the Spider Queen recalls back and starts looking around, and is not fancying its odds now, as yeah, usually a lot of people go down from that. Gregory, you're up.
I'm going to attack it.
Okay. Roll me to hit.
Cool. 22 hit.
Definitely hits.
Nice. So that'll be 17 damage plus an additional 3 radiant damage, so 20 damage.
Okay.
And I'm going to attack it again.
Alright, roll me to hit.
And 22 hits.
It definitely hits.
Cool. There's 15 damage plus an additional 5. So another 20 damage, please.
Okay, nice. As you slash twice up its abdominal.
Abdomen.
You see spits of black blood that streak up on the walls as you manage to carve through its natural armour. It seems to be getting quite hurt now, as it's taking quite a bit of damage.
Nice.
Is that the end of your turn, Gregory?
Yeah.
Alright,
Probably the end of my turn.
Fiddle, you're up.
Okay, here I go. I step up in front of JC, just so I can have a proper good look at it.
Yep.
And I'm then going to fire a fireball like normal as I wave my hands in front of me and a small orange energy appears. And I chuck it like a baseball pitch right at its face.
Okay, this one I'm going to say, because Gregory's right next to it as well.
No, it's a
gonna be
firebolt, not a fireball.
Oh, a firebolt. Sorry, I
Firebolt.
misheard.
It's all good.
It did sound like fireball. It
Firebolt!
really did. And I was about to say very angry about that.
Okay, roll me to hit. Yeah, you got spell, whatever it is, the feat. Spell,
Spell sniper, yeah.
spell sniper.
Yeah,
cool.
I can hit too, yep. Perfect,
Alright.
21 to hit.
21
That
definitely hits.
Nice. And 15 points of damage.
15 points of damage as you launch a firebolt at his abdomen.
Very nice.
And it scorches up 2 of its legs.
Actually, Ollie, if he's firing a firebolt at its face, it would be the thorax.
It would be, actually.
Well, it's not at his face because Gregory's in the way.
Honestly. Like, you don't even know you're arachnid.
Gah.
Do you want to, stop lobbying me, alright? Otherwise, this Spider Queen will have another 200 hit points.
A second health bar? No.
yeah. Resurrect.
Phase 2.
Spider Queen from below.
Why has the music changed?
Yeah. As it's starting to look very hurt. Anything else you're doing with your turn, Fiddle?
No, that's everything. Cheers.
Okay.
Yeah, I go, woo!
JC, you're up.
I'd
Everyone
like to
likes to move
shoot
it.
2 regular arrows, please.
Alright, roll me to hit.
27,
That definitely hits.
20 damage,
20 points of damage.
followed by 15, which just hits.
Yep, that just hits.
And 15, 16 points of damage.
16 points of damage. The Spider Queen's starting to look very hurt now as these 2 arrows sink into the other side of its abdomen. And it's starting to recall back towards the water. Is that the end of your turn, JC?
I'd like to encourage Belladonna to attack it again on her turn. With the end of my go.
Okay.
Oh, that's the end of my go.
Alright, Belladonna's turn. She nods and rubs her hands together and casts Shatter once more. Which, there's enough room behind it. So it's going to be a Constitution saving throw from the Spider Queen. Which is going to succeed, unfortunately. So that's going to be half damage. It's going to be rolled high on that one as well. 15 reduced to 7. And that's going to be end of Belladonna's turn. Back up to the top of initiative. Spider Queen's turn. She's going to try and start crawling up the wall, which, Gregory, you can get a attack of opportunity if you wish.
Yes, I shall. I also have Relentless Avenger, so I can follow it.
Okay.
Very nice.
Roll me to hit.
Oh, 15 hits, right?
15 just hits.
Nice. Oh, that's 11 damage.
And a vermin.
With an additional 7.
Okay.
Ready to notice it. 18 damage total.
18 damage total. Nice. As you cut up along its back, it looking on death's doors as it starts crawling up the wall. What was it you said the feature was?
So Relentless Avenger, I can follow it up to half my movement speed.
Okay, so you can catch up to it.
Yeah.
5, 10. So you can follow it up to the wall. You can basically start climbing the wall, but it's all covered in webs. So you're kind of like sticking to it, if you so wish.
I won't try and climb the wall.
Okay.
I'll just, yeah.
5, 10. So this moves 5, 10, 15, 20, 40. Alright. So it gets to... Yeah. So you see the spider queen starts crawling up the walls, and it's not impaired by the webbing at all, obviously. And in a flash, it crawls all the way up the walls, and then goes into a hole at the top of the cavern that it's in, and sort of disappears behind it, kind of slinks into it. So it's now at the moment out of sight in this like big hole up above. Gregory, you're up. Is there anything you'd like to do?
Oh, I don't really want to activate the cape again. So I'll just keep that going as well. Does anyone want to follow it?
Let her go. We came into her home, killed her whole family.
I mean, I suppose you're right, we did. Murder all of her children.
We did, yeah, so that's, let her go and recuperate. We were only attacking in self-defense. If we follow now, it'll feel a bit,
Yeah.
it'll feel a bit icky to me.
Well, luckily there's no druids with us, am I right?
Hey!
I mean, I suppose we can see if any of these web sacks is still alive, right?
Good idea. Yeah, I'm going to use my boots to fly up to some of the web sacks and see if any of them might be alive. Highly
Okay.
doubt it, but you never know.
Roll me an investigation check then, as you're searching all the different
Nice.
sacks and anything else in the area.
I got a 24.
24. So, in total, you don't find anyone still alive. You do see a lot of skeletons, a lot of bones picked clean, a lot of different humanoids. Most of them, so half of them are wearing Malarite clothing, and the other half are wearing clothing of a different nature. And with a 24, you discern that half of these were worshippers of Malar, while the other half were worshippers of Shah, which is the moniker of Acererak, or like the stolen moniker. You do find 24 gold pieces, 72 silver pieces, and 112 copper pieces.
Oh dear. Sorry, not oh dear. I was reacting to a text I just got from my sister. Her flight's been cancelled. How many, sorry? Gold pieces, silver pieces, and that lot?
So put it in the general. Along with, again, sort of running theme of last time. I'm going to remove this because it's a bit ugly, but you do have light in here while Gregory has cast daylight.
Which I would like to pick up, please, and carry around with me.
Okay, yeah. Where do you want to put it? Just on the tip of your sword, or on a helmet,
yeah.
on a shield?
Yeah, put on the shield.
Okay, so you put it on the shield and you see Gregory is glowing. Yeah, so searching through all these, you ascertain that there's two separate sets of cultists. You see one of them, a Malarite, seems to be holding a book, and it seems to be a ledger with all the ingoings and outgoings of the cult in terms of like recruits, people that's joined the pack. And you also find a key on him as well, this main carcass with like a big headdress on and stuff.
Very nice. Very nice. Hey guys, I found a key. Isn't that what we were searching for in here? A key to go and open that other door.
Was.
Sorry, I meant to keep sharing my screen. Okay, so you're all currently in a small cavern. There's web everywhere. Like, you're struggling to walk on here. It's like sticking to your feet as you like move around. There are dozens upon dozens of bodies in here, all picked clean.
There should be like a big section in the middle that doesn't have any webs from my fireball.
Yeah.
Should be cleared.
Yeah. So yeah, you have burnt a bunch off.
Nice. Very nice. Well, is that a rope up at the top?
There's a
That leads
rope
out.
that seems to drop down from a different hole up above as well.
Interesting. Well, shall we carry on exploring, see what we can find, and then go back to the other room when we're ready?
Oui, monsieur, sounds good to me.
Beautiful. Let's go up this
Suppose
rope.
I don't have anything else to do today.
Nice. How are you doing, Belladonna? Sorry I shouted at you.
It's all right. I'm sorry I couldn't be more helpful.
Yeah,
Sorry.
so good. You were helpful enough.
Yeah, so are we.
I'm sorry, John Claude, as well, if I annoyed you. I didn't mean to. I just panicked. I'm trying
Fine.
to juggle combat and running a session at the same time. It's hard.
Fine. We forgive you.
This time.
Right then. I'm gonna fly up into the hole.
Everybody gets one.
All right, Fiddle, you're flying up. Is everyone else following, Fiddle?
I didn't realise we were going up the hole. I thought we were exploring the rest of the cave. Have we finished in the cave?
This is, the rest of the cave.
I
There was like 2 doors down at the bottom, left and right, and we've come down the right-hand side. We've now found the key to go into the left-hand side. We might as well
Right.
finish exploring this right-hand side and then go
Fine,
back to the door.
perfect. Okay. Yeah, I'll follow.
Okay. Are you climbing up the rope, JC?
Yeah, but not first.
No,
that's
Fiddle's
not
already flown up. I'm just seeing who else is going up.
Yeah, I'll go.
Okay, athletics or acrobatics check to climb up the rope. There's 60 feet of it, so. Gregory, if you're going up, how are you getting up? Are you flying or are you climbing?
I shall climb up.
Okay,
21.
athletics, acrobatics. 21, easily done. JC gets up.
A 20.
Easily enough as well. Gregory joins in.
I'd like to help Belladonna.
Okay,
Hey. She might make it.
she rolled a 4.
Strong woman. No.
So
Fuck's sake.
she's
So
struggling.
now she gets advantage.
Yeah.
5.
Yeah. With JC's help, Belladonna makes it up to the top.
Score.
Okay. So it takes you up to this room over here, which you find another cavern with a couple more bodies, and you find a couple of skeletons in here with some mining tools. Again, Malarites, and you can assume that they accidentally found this small passageway and started excavating, seeing if there was anything to find down here before falling victim to the spiders. So this was a carrying over your 24 Fiddle.
Yep.
Exploring it, you can see there's a secret entrance here which leads you out to the room at the start.
Perfect.
And taking you down here, there's also a secret entrance which would have bypassed you past the door with the puzzle on it.
Ah, very nice.
So it's just a little hidden
Very nice
room.
if we'd found it. Is there any loot in here?
Having a look around, you find 12 copper pieces and 2 silver pieces, and a bunch of basically mining equipment, so pickaxes, shovels, but nothing of value.
Nice. Very nice. Well then, back down to the other room, I suppose.
Nah.
Yeah,
Sorry.
back down to the big crossroads, and then we'll go through the locked door that we found earlier. If
Okay.
that's all right with everyone.
Sounds good to me.
Very nice.
So, expedience sake, you come back over to this bit here where there's like a gap you have to jump through. Fiddle, you can do your flying thing again, or you can climb all the way
Should
back
we
down
not-
and go through the crawl space. Up to you.
Yeah, whichever is quickest. I feel like the crawl space would just be easier.
Okay.
Not quickest in game. I think the crawl space will be quickest right now because we can just sort of
Yeah.
skip over it.
Okay, so you crawl back through. Come out through the spider den. And find yourselves back into the main room where you have the the long
Broken
chamber.
floors.
Yeah, where you've got the mosaics down on the ground that seem to be very fragile, that fall down into spike traps.
Perfect. Yep, I will fly back across,
Okay.
carrying everybody else if other people don't want to, fly themselves.
Okay, well, because you've already done it before, I assume you're able to do
Yeah.
it the same method as before. And it finds you
nice.
back into the room on the left side of the long chamber where you saw there was a locked door with candlelight behind it. You're back in this room again, and the candlelight is still there with the iron locked door behind. Looking in, again, everything's still overturned and covered in webs, which you can determine the source was because there was a spider infestation in the crypt.
Very nice. Very nice. The candle. Do we know if it's a magical candle, or has it been lit recently by somebody being in the tomb?
Roll me an Arcana check. So this would have been, I think it was JC that pointed it out, or maybe it was Gregory, one of the two. That saw there was light underneath the door. But whoever it was pointed it
Is
out.
it on the
you
other
can-
side of the door? I see. I got a 19.
Yeah. So with a 19, you can safely discern by how it's flickering and its nature. It's non-magical.
Interesting. Should we knock then instead? Or should we just use the key? Yeah, I know, but now it feels like there's somebody on the other. Okay, perfect, yeah, okay. Sounds good. Unlocking the door.
Okay. So you put the key in, and you open the door up. Right. Let's just see if I can.
Now I've got to figure out how to do it.
Okay, so Fiddle, as you open the door and the large metal door opens up with its rusty hinges, you see inside a nice little almost looks like a bedroom setup with ornate tables either side. One of them got a pile of gold gemstones. The other one is full of food, a rotisserie chicken, a tray full of like crackers, a big pie, and a load of dessert, like tarts all piled up onto another plate as well. There's a long bookcase on the other side of the wall to the one that you've just entered. There are barrels of ale that are led up next to a table. There are low lit candles everywhere, and on the bed you see there is a shark cultist. Well, you assume it's a shark cultist by just like the grim look, because he is not wearing any clothes, and on top of him seems to be a 4 foot tall woman with hairy legs and hooves, with horns sticking out of her hair, also equally not wearing any clothes, as they were in the midst of
Helms bells.
fornicating before you all enter, which prompts the satire to jump off and run to the corner, and you see the man on the bed sits up and looks stark shocked and starts looking over to the bookcase and then looking over to the tables and looking anywhere else. What are you all doing?
Sorry. Sorry, our bad.
What is going on here?
He's stunned at the moment.
Sorry.
You're in a dungeon. It's everything else is broken,
Hey,
and
don't
you
shame
decide
him.
that
This
this
is
is the
fine.
place to do it.
This is fine. We've walked in.
What
We
do
shall
you
apologise.
mean? Sorry.
Very sorry for barging into your coital session.
And you see he's slowly kind of creeping off the bed and reaching for like a dressing gown to like kind of put on.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
And
Probably a good idea, yeah.
he jumps
Grab yourself
off the
a
bed
pillow, man.
and gets the dressing gown. Oh, sorry, not jumps off. He like slides off the bed, puts the dressing gown on slowly, and as soon as he gets the second sleeve in, he starts sprinting towards the bookcase.
Whoa. Hold person.
All right, wisdom save throw.
Oh, easy.
I believe so. Let me double check. Make sure I've got it prepared. Hold person. Yep. Wisdom 21.
All right, he rolled a 12. He stays on the spot.
Whoa. No running. No running. We'd just like to have a chat, please.
He can speak right in whole person. Like it's not like just an impaired speech. It's just
I don't think he can. No, I think he's paralyzed.
he's paralyzed. So he's
Okay, we turn to his friend then and say hello. What's your name?
She is currently using she doesn't seem shy. It's just more like the intruders. So she's kind of like curled up in the corner, and she is just petrified of you lot. She's like, please don't hurt me.
It's okay. I'm gonna walk over and create a dressing gown in my hand. Let me just see how big I can make that.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Configuration. No larger than 3 foot on a side, and no more than 10 pounds. So yeah, I just make like the square 3 feet by 3 feet.
Okay.
Like a blanket.
So
Handle
it goes kind of past the torso. It's
Very
almost
nice.
like a bit of like a tailcoat.
Yeah, I handle that blanket. And
As you put your
And
hands
get it to
together,
wrap
she
up
like
it.
flinches as like magical particles kind of like spark out from your hands, and then as you reveal the dressing gown, she like looks around. She looks at the cultist, and she's like looking over like worried.
Hey, what's going on here? Why are you here? With a Shah cultist.
I don't. I don't think it's right for me to say.
Why?
Please
Some
don't
form of
kill me.
ritual?
Please don't kill me.
Gregory, do you want to tie this guy up so he doesn't try and run away again?
I hope he doesn't get an erection. Oh, he's already got one. He's already got
currently
one.
still got
It's-
one.
it-
but
Yeah, he's the like, whole
yeah.
person. He is paralysed, so.
Fine.
Okay. Do you have rope?
I believe I do. Yes, I didn't use mine up. Inventory it. Yes, I do.
Okay. So you use your rope to tie his hands behind his back, or however you want to do it. Sleight of hand check, please, to see how tight you make the knots.
It's a 2.
Okay. So you go to do it, and you realise you can't move his arm backwards because he's held by Fiddle's spell, and you just kind of like tie it around one of his wrists, and then just kind of leave the rope there.
Yeah, well, is that? I guess I just hold the rope.
fair. Do you have... nah, it's all good. Yeah, it's fine. Okay. Yeah, I suppose just get ready to hold him when the spell drops, I suppose.
Yeah,
long
I
does it
guess I
last,
just put
actually,
my
now?
hand on his shoulder as a restraint.
Okay.
It's a good idea. An old person. Lasts for 1 minute. Alright, yeah, it's probably about to drop then. So yeah, I drop it now.
Okay. You drop it, and he's like, and with your hand, Gregory, he doesn't dare move. He can feel how strong you are. He's not. You can like just feel it. He's very bony. He's not strong at all. He's just like looking at you. He's scared as well.
That better go away. That better go away right now.
It's very quickly. Yep, I'm getting there.
Like I said, sorry for us, but like barging in here. What are you doing here?
Spit it out, man, or I'll break your teeth.
I'm a Malarite,
Jesus.
and I am looking after the crypt for Malar.
That's a lie if I've ever heard one. A roll a perception
Insight check.
Perception.
Inside.
You can roll an insight. Yeah, like I
Yeah.
said, you can see the Shah robes on the
Yeah,
bed.
21.
Anyway.
21.
Yeah, he's lying for his teeth, and
like-
he with his look as well, you can tell he's more scared what you're going to do to him, like almost like a look of like shit, I've been caught out, rather than scared that like it's intruders, if that makes sense.
So now I'm very much the wrong person to lie to.
Oh God, you're an inquisitor, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Oh, I've told you. Oh.
Yes, I'm sure you have.
It wasn't my fault. Like
He's not just the Inquisitor. He's the Grand Inquisitor of the Nine Hells.
That's exactly correct.
I don't know what that is.
Well, you're about to find out if you don't start talking.
Well, it was good while it lasted, I guess. And you see he goes to pull you off his shoulder to run towards the pillow of the beds.
I would like to quickly punch him in the sternum to try and just disable him.
Yeah, so it'd be a
Win him.
contested grapple check. So his is athletics, acrobatics. Yours is athletics.
Yep.
I'm gonna try and grapple him if he gets out.
Okay, he got a 16 to be fair.
I got a 20.
nice.
Not a nat.
Okay, so he goes to pull you away, and then you
Just
with your
blast him
fist,
right in the chest.
yeah, right in the chest. He drops to both his knees, and he's
Just do a quick unarmed strike on that, shall I?
sure.
Yep.
Yeah, how much damage is that?
That's 6 bludgeoning damage.
6 budget. Yeah, you knocked. Yeah, he looks like he's had some internal bleeding happen now. Yeah, he looked quite injured. That was a heavy blow. All right, I yield.
As you should. Anyway, start talking, or I'll do something much worse, and I will enjoy it.
I was here
It's
to
been
mine.
years since I've done this. I forgot how good at this I was.
You're in your element.
I'm
This is
truly in
great
my
to
element.
watch.
I'm having a great
really
time.
are.
All right. Anyway, Dopey, start talking, or I'll cut your ear off.
Please don't.
Go, Pete. Love
like-
it. Classic.
I was tasked to mine the portal.
Portal, you say? Phil, get
Yes.
ready to cast Firebolt on his satyr friend over there.
What? And you see, she's like, she like screams. She's like, no.
You shut your mouth.
Please don't. And he's like, yeah, do it if you want. I don't care.
Oh, you do.
With
I roll
your
an inside check on him.
well, I was gonna say carrying over Gregory's insight
Yeah,
check. You
carrying over.
see, he generally doesn't care.
Oh, well, he doesn't care. Anyway, Phil, all right, point it at him instead.
What? Well, you said
I
her.
lift my hand to him.
No, point it at him. In fact, JC, come over and draw one of the arrows at him.
That was me walking over from the other side of the room. I would like to draw my bow.
Okay, so
Lock
you
one arrow.
And pointed at Gregory.
inside man all along. Okay, so you point an arrow, and he looks at all three of you, and he realizes the odds aren't in his favor, and he's like,
Okay, look, buddy. this doesn't have to be over. Like, you clearly have got a pretty good setup here. It's alright. Like, just help us out. Yeah. You never need, the other Malarites never need to know that we were here. You can just carry on going back to living this pretty good, sweet little life you've got.
If I tell you everything, you let me live?
Oh, yes,
yeah, 100%.
absolutely.
Easy, 100%.
Are you telling the truth?
No.
I definitely am.
Alright, he rolled a non-nat 20 on an insight check.
Nice, yeah, I'm definitely telling the truth.
I'm not.
Okay. Okay, so he listens to you fiddle, and he looks about ready to open up, and then he looks at Gregory, and he's like,
Okay, don't listen to him.
"It'll do far worse things to me than you could ever do."
You're right.
See,
but
they always
I
say
can
this.
stop him, it's
They
fine.
always say this, but it's just categorically not true. I will do terrible, terrible things to you, starting with your fingernails.
Gregory, come on. We can let him live if he helps us, right?
I suppose maybe I could be convinced. Depends what he says.
I mean, what if we took all those golden jewels over there and let him live?
Oh, we're taking those anyway.
And he helped us.
Well, do you have to? I mean,
Yeah. What we'll say is we'll say it's payment for your crimes.
I mean, I'm
What
not gonna lie.
crimes?
I assume this bookcase is a secret doorway to get through to a portal. There might also be something in your pillow.
Belladonna, check
kind
that
of feel
pillow.
like-
no.
I kind of feel like
no.
we might.
Why are you
feel
assuming
like we-
that?
Feel like we kind of almost already know a lot of your secrets, so we could just kill you and we'd be absolutely fine. I'm sort of really opening up an olive branch at this point to offer not to kill you. So I mean, there might be a best chance. Whether you think this man is going to kill you anyway or not is sort of beside the point.
You see Belladonna looks under the pillow, and you see there's a knife under there, as well as a journal.
Well. A
Well,
journal.
I think your
He's got
your
his
usefulness
diary.
might have just. I think your usefulness might have just come to an end now that we have all of your secret thoughts in a book. But I don't know. It's up to you. I kind of don't want to ruin this setup you've got. It'd be nice when we're fighting real evil, just to know that there's one guy in the world who's still got a pretty sweet life.
JC,
Oui.
with your passive perception and the angle you're looking at, you look over the Shah cultist's shoulder at the satyr, sorry, that's out in the corner, and she looks petrified of the cultist that you have at the moment. Like, she's looking over, like, petrified of him more than you guys.
That is a good point. Yeah, you didn't care about her when we said we were going to kill her.
Is she some form of
Thi-
prisoner? Excuse
this
me,
is
what
just-
Yeah,
is your role here?
This is just JC noticing it. You lot are still
No.
in the midst of, like, debating whether you're going to let him live or not.
I would like to go and walk over to her.
Okay, so you go and walk over, and she flinches again as you get within, like, 5 feet.
The whole time my bow's locked on the other guy.
Okay.
And I'd like to ask her how she knows this man. Excuse me, madame. How do you know this man?
I was taken
What is
as...
your...
I was taken from my village to be...
I shoot an arrow into his foot.
Okay, roll me
Yeah,
to
get going,
hit.
Gregory.
15.
15. Okay. Yeah. How'd you kill him? You just shoot an arrow in his butt.
Well, I wasn't trying to kill him. I was the whole time I assumed I was sort of locked on like his torso, and I just pointed down at I guess his right foot. And
Okay.
shoot that.
Yeah. So yeah, if you specify you just want to incapacitate him, I'll say because
Yeah,
usually
I did
the
specify.
mechanics
shoot an
is
arrow
like
through, like, his
bludgeoning,
knees
but I can
and
say
lock him
that you
together.
can go for like a non-lethal thing, but the damage will take him over to incapacitated, so he'll just pass out as you shoot him in his ankle.
Fine.
So yeah, you see JC turns around, shoots the shark cultist in the ankle, and he just flops as you're like holding him.
I'd like to use 1 point of lay on hands.
Wimp.
I'll smack him awake.
Okay,
I
so
go, whoa,
you
what was
smack
that
him
for,
awake,
JC?
and he's like, why did you shoot
Sorry,
me?
we're not done here yet.
See, this is my favourite part, Phil. What I used to do is I used to beat them to the point of almost death, and then I'd bring them back.
I'd like to take her into another room.
Okay, she doesn't
Maybe
seem
I'd
willing.
pick up a glass. No, she doesn't want to.
Did we overhear what she said?
Yeah,
Maybe.
they weren't saying it quietly, and you are like within like 5 feet.
fair.
So yeah,
Fair.
you are within
Okay.
earshot.
Nice, yeah. Alright, okay, forget what I said earlier. I'm not sure I want you to live.
Wait,
But I also don't want you to die straight away, so, Gregory, how about it?
you're gonna take her word over mine? You haven't even heard my
Yeah.
side.
Nope, don't need to.
Yeah, she seems terrified, like actually terrified. You kind of seem like just a piece of shit. And I know you are. I can see it.
can.
I'm terrified. I'm terrified of you lot.
I know, but in a fun way for me. That's just kind of annoying.
Whereas, yeah, she's just kind of terrified in a sickening way, so...
Yes.
Yeah, how about it, Gregory?
He has annoyed me, yeah. I'm going to kill him.
Well,
For sure.
I've got gold. I've got
We
riches.
know we're taking it anyway, it's fine.
I've got more.
I don't care, that's enough.
Can at this point we sort of convince the satyr to come outside and we shut the door and it just sort of fades to black inside.
Yeah.
Okay. Is
I
that
think our
what you all want to
I
do?
For
think
the
our
first time in this
imaginations can fill
campaign,
in
I
the-
open my arms box. And it's just variety of tools.
Fucking hell. Okay. Fine.
Now, I need to say this expressly. I don't care if you tell me anything. You will tell me everything.
Okay. I'll say the satyr goes with you. You close the door. Gregory, roll me intimidation check with advantage.
With super advantage.
Cool. That's 24.
Okay. In the process of how long would it take Gregory usually to do like an interrogation like this?
Oh, well, you see, I'm having fun with it. So, let's say, maybe like a good 45 minutes.
Okay. So
Fucking hell. Well, we'll take a short rest outside.
Yeah.
yeah, I'd say that'll be the process of a short rest if anyone wants to take it.
Yes, please.
As you hear during your short rest, just constant screaming and pleading for help. Because, again, the door's not blocking the sound at all, and you're right on the other side of it. So you're hearing all of this, all the broken bones and whatever it is Gregory usually does in these situations. And you get the gist of this, Gregory, how the story plays out. So this was a Malar temple, about 5-6 years ago. There was a headhunter and then there was a second, and they were part of a pact. This is a Malarite and his name was Solomon, and he had other Malarites, and he was a shark cultist, and he had other shark cultists that were tasked with infiltrating this Malar cult and becoming one of the pact, and then working their way up to take over the temple. This was an order from Shah, and once they did that, there was a vault in this place that Solomon earned the trust of as he became the second, and in the vault lay the heart of Malar, which he took to a forest where he said Malar himself appeared, took the heart, and then trusted him with a small urn. And this urn he took through a portal behind the bookcase, which he went to go to, which takes you to the Feywild, where he took it to a Malar temple in the Feywild, where it sits now. He was then tasked with watching over this temple and in doing so, slew the rest of the Malarites, killed them all, and then booby-trapped the whole place, and then killed the rest of the Shah cultists. And in doing so, this Malar came up to him. So Malar told him to kill his own cultists, and then rewarded this Shah cultist with riches, food, and women from the Feywild as his reward. And all he had to do was stand guard here, be a watcher, and reset the booby traps if they ever got triggered.
Okay. Do I learn anything about Sigismund? Considering he's a Malar cultist, but also a Shah cultist at the same time.
So he's not a Malar cultist. He's sort of just he is primarily for Shah, which you know is Acererak, and posing as a Malar.
He spent time.
Yeah.
He spent time with.
Malar. So was Sigismund ever a factor?
Sigismund wasn't. He is unaware
No? Okay.
of anyone called Sigismund.
Okay.
And he insists several times, but I feel like Gregory doesn't still believe him.
No.
Yeah, that's all the information you get out of. So he infiltrated this Malar cult, basically took over command, slew everyone, raided the vault that was in here that had the heart of Malar, gave it to Acererak. Might not have been clear with that. And then took an urn that Acererak gave him and took it into the Feywild, into a temple.
Okay.
And he said, in order to find the temple, you've got to follow the Fey lights.
Do we know anything about... I mean, the phylactory, do we think that might be the urn?
This is all Gregory in the room at the moment.
Sorry.
But that is Solomon's story.
Well, Solomon. You know how to open and close your mouth.
Please no more. I want to go home.
I'm sure you
Wanna
do,
be a-
Solomon.
want an ice cream
I'm
sandwich?
sure you do.
I'm
Unfortunately,
not a bad guy.
Oh, it kind of sounds like you are.
It's just some bad things I can change.
well, I walk over to the turkey on the table
Okay, yeah.
and I rip off one of the legs.
Yep.
I walk back over and I take a bite.
I was like, wow, you look starving, Solomon. Absolutely starving.
I'm not that hungry.
Oh, it looks like you are. Just open your mouth.
No, please.
No, I'll feed you. It's
I
okay.
don't want to eat.
Yeah. I grab his jaw,
Yep.
open his mouth, and just ram the leg down his throat as far as I can.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, he will choke to death on that if that is the intent.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep, that's the intent.
Okay. 45 minutes pass as you're all taking a short rest, and you see Gregory open the iron door.
Nice. Have we been chatting with the Sedja? Giving her some food, maybe. Giving her some comfort.
Yeah. She seems to be
Definitely.
warming up to you now. She's still a bit jittery, but seems to be warming up to you.
So you're like through the portal? That's your home?
Yes,
Do you have people?
the
Do you have people there we can take you to?
yeah, my village not too far from where the portal is.
Nice. Well, yeah, that sounds pretty good then. All in favour of taking her back to her village?
Yeah.
So Belladonna's like, aye, yeah, definitely.
Sounds
I
good.
open the door. Portal's behind the bookcase.
Very nice. Very nice. This young lady is from beyond the portal, so I think we're going to go through and help her get back to her village. Anything you
Okay.
learnt?
Yeah, quite a lot actually.
Very nice. Anything about the phylactory?
Something about an urn. I assume it's the same thing, but he took it through the portal and gave it to Malar.
Might be. We got any reason to think that it might be Oliver?
Roll me a history check.
Sure thing. Inventory skills. History check. Here we go. Got a nat 1.
I'll roll one as well.
Could be
So 10.
Acerak's grandma. You never know.
Could be. Could be.
10
it's-
Gregory. You've heard phylacteries being referred to as urns. Whether it is the phylactery or not, you're not sure.
Well, it's our best lead so far. So I'd say, why not?
Yeah, sounds good to me. I don't think it is, but we'll see, I suppose. Never once heard an urn be called a phylactery.
Dealt with many liches before?
No, not a huge number to be fair. So,
Yeah.
I'll defer to your expertise.
Perhaps you should shut your eyes when you walk into the room, by the way. I should probably mention that.
You see the satire, satyr, sorry, look over and she's like, is he dead?
Yes, and then some.
Good. And you see, she just kind of like looks down, got a long look, and
Yeah, Gregory, you're an excellent tool if leveled correctly at the correct target.
I'm not bad. I'm in a fantastic mood. I really am. I'm overjoyed right now.
Good. Did you kill him with Black Razor?
Oh, no. A chicken leg.
yeah,
Wow.
you hear
That
Black
seems like
Razor
a missed
behind
opportunity
you.
to, feed
Yeah.
Black Razor, but yeah, well done for not feeding Black Razor, I suppose. That's,
Yeah, well, yeah, no. Needs
proud
to
of
learn
you.
that lesson.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
You hear Black Razor at the back of your head, Gregory. He's like, I enjoyed that. Should have fed me though.
You'll get yours, don't worry.
Better. That little one looks
Yes, he's still got
looks
the sword.
juicy. Why don't we kill
Still
the?
got the sword. We never.
We
got
should
rid
kill
of
the
it.
satire as well. Satyr.
Said it then. What?
What?
It's clearly a satyr.
What?
What?
Feed me.
All right. Well, through the portal, I suppose. Portal. Well,
Okay.
we made you this bowl of food, but you'll have to down it quick now.
Oh, okay. Thank
Jason
you.
made you this bowl of food.
Okay, so
Fantastic.
I'll say
Quick
you
bowl of
will
turnip soup, and off we go.
you'll benefit from a short rest except from Gregory because you were actively doing an activity during it.
I feel energized. I feel renewed.
So you walk in.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Grab all of that.
Sorry.
Grab all of that gold and jewels and everything.
Yeah. So, if you're pocketing all of that, you see there is 462 gold.
Yep.
As well as 4 pieces of. Hold on, sorry. 4 pieces of garnet.
Garnet, eh?
Hmm.
So hold on, 462 divided by 3 or 4. Are we giving any to Belladonna?
Well, better get some money.
That is a good point. 4 times 3 is 12. We can give Belladonna 12 gold pieces and we can get 150 each.
She's like looking around. She seems like visually upset by that.
She can have
12
mine,
gold pieces.
and
Are
I'll
you
take the 12.
serious?
I'll take the 12.
Well, I'm sorry, Belladonna. Don't you have another profession?
I'm sorry, who asked you?
Here we are, 115,
Well-
115 gold pieces each.
The one that's just like automatically put himself as leader of the group? John Claude told me all about this.
John Claude is
115
really
gold pieces
mistaken.
each and 5 silver pieces each, including Belladonna. Well, actually, no. What are we doing? No. Put it all back on the table. Give it all to the satyr. We'll take the garnets. Give
What
all of
does
this
Satan
gold to
need
the
gold
satyr.
for?
I don't know. Do
They
you use
use-
gold in your village?
No, not really.
Yeah.
then it's
do you
ours
use,
then, isn't
Do you
it?
use garnets in the village?
Garnet's work, yeah.
How much are the garnets?
Well, I have all of them.
Yeah, for what price?
She's looking
Oh,
around.
fine,
She seems
okay,
confused.
fine, yeah, whatever, yeah, fine. Take all 4 garnets.
Fine,
We'll
take the
take the
garnets.
115 gold pieces and 5 silver pieces
Are
each.
you lot like heroes from the story? You seem a bit.
We're heroes.
We're heroes. We just heroing is so expensive. You have no idea.
It really doesn't pay much.
If we would do it for free, we would, but it's so expensive.
So, are you giving me the garnets then, or?
Yeah, you've been through a lot. I know, can't really make up for being kidnapped and forced to be here, but
Yeah.
it's something, isn't it?
I mean, like, it wasn't bad here, just not really home, and didn't really have a choice.
Yeah, that's the problem. They're not having the choice. It doesn't really matter where you are, right?
Okay.
Anyway,
Right, so
let's go.
you walk on. You'll see Gregory's handiwork firsthand. I'll leave it up to your imagination to fill it in. Gregory, you are told of the exact book to pull, which releases the bookshelf, which reveals a secret passageway. Okay, who's going in first?
I will. Why not? Looking for traps.
Right, roll me investigation.
I got a 26.
26. Okay, so you go through. There are grasping vines everywhere down this tunnel. That as soon as you break through them, Fiddle. I don't know how you're cutting through them. I think you have a dagger, right?
I do. Yeah, I've got a good dagger actually.
You cut through, and then as soon as you walk past, you see they regrow again. So the person behind you has to cut through the next set, and so on and so forth. Feels very much alive. Almost like tentacles that are kind of writhing around you. You don't find any traps going through the tunnel. You do, however, find the tunnel narrows to a point where you kind of have to start sidestepping your way through to get through the small gaps and kind of having a suck in your stomach a bit.
Nice.
As you go through into another little offshoot bit. Oh, this is so weird. This is this is very used to be just click and bin. Now I've got to drag. I'm not complaining. As you enter into the Feywild portal cavern, where you see there are loads of exotic plants that are all growing around this small green pool in the centre. Seems to be about 10 foot by 10 foot wide. And the pool itself just radiates magic. Fiddle, you're feeling a heavy sense of magic just hum through this area.
Nice.
All the exotic plants that are growing around the portal, none of you recognise. None of you have had experience with the Feywild. I believe you've had like stuff in the campaign, but in sense of
FM.
like knowing the Feywild.
FM is from the Feywild. And I can communicate with him telepathically.
So maybe FM has sort of told you some stories of plants as big as humans and stuff like that.
Nice.
And
Very nice.
is very much alive. You're seeing a little bit of it around this pool here.
Very nice. What happened with FM? Is he around? Or did he die at some point?
He was at the statue, and then I think you dissipated him.
Oh, yeah, he was left upstairs, wasn't he?
Hmm.
To, like, guard the things, and then we went upstairs anyway, so, yeah. Yeah, fuck it, I'll pop him out now then.
Okay. So
Hey, buddy, look where we're going.
it's like, oh, cheep, 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 cheep. And sort of like say, like, oh, home?
Yeah, I suppose. I suppose so, maybe. Home's wherever I am, right?
Cheep, cheep.
Come on, let's go.
It's like side-eyeing you. Okay. Right, are you all going in?
You guessed it.
You guessed.
Okay. Alright, well, that's Fiddle Gregory in. JC?
Yeah.
Alright. JC, Belladonna. And the Satyr.
Nice. Here we go, into the Feywild. Shoo, 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 shoo.